what if the best place that you wanted to relocate in North Carolina is not Triangle, Charlotte, or the coast?
What if your lifestyle you're looking for, more open space, more peace, more long-term value, is right here in Greenville or Farmville, North Carolina? A lot of families move from California, Florida, the Northeast, Boston, New York, and other high-cost areas and are tired of paying premium prices for less space, more congestion, and a lifestyle that feels rushed.
Therefore, our promise in this video that we are comparing two biggest lifestyle options in Pitt County, North Carolina, which is going to be the Greenville, the regional powerhouse with jobs, healthcare, and convenience, and Farmville, North Carolina, a small town comeback story with charm, character, and a slower pace of the life. And by the end of this video, you have a clear idea which one really fits your family and your loved one with your budget, with the lifestyle you are trying to build in Eastern North Carolina.
Now here in Pitt County, there is really two scenarios that we're going to talk about today, and they're separated by 15 minutes, and two completely different versions of the American dream, so you can decide whatever it is that you want. Greenville is definitely the engine. It's the engine of the Eastern Coast capital, right? It's the hub. This is where the high rises, well, this is where the hospital really meets. This is where a lot of life is happening and it's moving and moving. But in Farmville, on the other hand, this is the hometown, small, cool kid. The alternative, definitely the cool kid these days, very artisan, very artsy, and is the alternative place that has become for a magnet for creators, executives, and those who want a slower pace of life without losing any modern sensibility.
Exactly. Therefore, we kind of talk about first the economic DNA of these two towns to basically compare it with you. If you first focus on Greenville, North Carolina, is, as we said, is institutional anchor. Means that if your career is in healthcare, education, research, or high-tech company or pharmaceutical company, this Greenville is going to be your destination.
You call it the recession-resistant economy because it's anchored in ECU and the ECU Health system, and it's not just a local clinic. This is the third largest level 1 trauma center in the United States, and this is a massive professional-grade housing. And when you live in Greenville, you're getting a knowledge-based market economy. The energy is definitely academic, medical, professional, collegiate.
Exactly. On the other side, if we will focus on Farmville, North Carolina, is artisan innovation. Farmville has pivoted from tobacco roots, which is the history of 100 to 150 years ago, into something more than far more interesting. They have learned into the artisan movement. Artisan. And you have the North Carolina Furniture School and the ECU Glass Station right in the middle of the downtown. And what is the economy
here is the boutique industry. It's a lot of driven by independent makers, small business owners, and the professionals who work in Greenville but want to disconnect from Greenville the second they cross the town line, because really this town is about craftsmanship versus corporate America and corporate scale.
Exactly. Now, if you wanted to focus on the real estate landscape, which is our specialty, and we wanted to look at the subdivision, the history of these two towns together, let's focus on Greenville, North Carolina. For our client, for people that they connect with us, Alan Victoria Pinder, we are in the range of...
When you're looking, this is just our example. You could be looking at any range. This is our example on here. But basically, if you're in the example, if you're looking between 300 and 600, you have a lot of diversity. You want to be in the Brook Valley. You want to be by the old golf course. This is the gold standard for many. You're looking at a median price point of $410 to $420, it can be a little higher. But this is around a private golf course with the country club lifestyle, with the mature trees, the large lots, and of course, the golfing right there. Or maybe you want to be in Lindale.
Exactly. If you love mid-century charm with the walkable feet within the mature neighborhood, Lindale is unbeatable. It's where many of the university and medical professionals actually gravitate. Yeah. And what is the next one?
I mean, Lindale is basically that community that people talked about as a high end for a long time. Another one is maybe you want to just be on Fire Tower Corridor. This is basically where the new tradition is being happening. And this is where maybe you're going to find that 3,000 square foot home, open concept, and then you're still going to be able to get to everything right off of Fire Tower, which is kind of the growing area people want to be in. We're going to compare this to Farmville now for the same price point.
Exactly. For the Farmville, the boutique market that we were talking about, offers something that Greenville, North Carolina cannot offer. A perfectly preserved historic district with over 330 buildings on the register. And the historic district, imagine Queen Anne and colonial revival homes with 12 feet ceiling and original hard pine floors. And these are legacy homes that often found in the range of 300,000 to 500,000 range, and homes would cost triple in that price in the major metropolitan area.
But if you're also looking for new construction, Farmville is a place where you can think about that too, because there's new construction happening now. Dale Farm, Bynum Farms, these are the answers. If you want a custom home or just something that's going to be yours and $395 to $450, you're going to get more land than you think. You're definitely going to get way more than you would get in a standard Greenville area.
Exactly. Therefore, we wanted to talk about this, the drive. Here's the insider secret for whoever wants to relocate. The I-587 corridor has changed everything. Before the interstate upgrade, Farmville felt like a distant neighbor. Now it's 15 to 20 minutes a straight shot.
And if you want to get to Raleigh, Farmville is much closer to Raleigh.
Exactly. You can live in a quiet historical Farmville home where your kids can ride bike to the local bakery, and you can still be in the ECU Health parking deck or your university office in less than how long?
20 minutes, 15 minutes?
20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes. And takes most of the people in Charlotte or Raleigh to get through to 2 traffic lights. And in Farmville, the daily vehicle count is around 20,000.
Right,
no?
That's on the roads at all times.
And in the heart of Greenville, it can double.
And that's just in the heart of Greenville. So choosing between them isn't about location, it's about choosing your noise level and how much traffic you're willing to deal with. Now let's talk about lifestyle and social rhythms, right? Greenville has more active, more social. It's of course a massive asset. Town Commons, it has River Park North, which is a 324-acre park if you want to go kayaking or fishing. And if you have kids, maybe they want to really be part of the Pirate Nation energy and they want to go to the game, and they want to go to a playground. All of this happens in Greenville. And maybe you want to go downtown and enjoy your bar or high-end shopping in Arlington Village, or have a culinary scene, because we have lots of dining opportunities in Greenville area. What else?
Basically, farm is intentional lifestyle. The town is built around the art trail and outdoor gallery that makes a simple walk to the Get Coffee feel like a cultural event that you going. And Saturday morning here involve visiting the Cafe Madeleine, or for French basically pastry, or browsing the local boutique antique shops in Farmville, North Carolina. It's the town that basically people sit on their front porches, which is a style of in North Carolina that you will see if you are not from the state of North Carolina. If you want a lifestyle where your home is a sanctuary and your neighbors feels like a family, Farmville wins every time.
Now, let's talk about the food, because again, I already mentioned some food, so let's go back to Greenville because I mentioned some amazing restaurants. So in Greenville, you have some legends. Bee's Barbecue, world famous, typically sells out of all of their food by noon. So you have to go stand in line early if you want to get that Bee's Barbecue. But maybe you want some more high-end dining, Starlight Cafe, and you want some farm to table. We have so many things that have been popping up all the time in the Greenville area. Whereas in Farmville, what?
In Farmville, is quality really is about quality or quantity. The Duck Rabbit Cafe Brewery is a pioneer in NC craft beer, in North Carolina beer. And Little Rocket has been a local staple for cheese biscuits since 1960s. And the Plank Road Steakhouse offers a dining experience that rivals anything in the big city.
So basically, these are your choices. You can choose Greenville if you want to be in the center of the action more. You can have more proximity to the medical center, the university center, your job. If you're looking for the modern some modern amenities, Greenville is definitely going to feel more right. But if you're looking for Farmville,
it's exactly for Farmville. You are looking at a small town cool. If you wanted a historical home, a thriving art scene, a pace of life that actually allows you to breathe while you're staying within 20 minutes of commute of everything, that could be Farmville, could be your answer. We live here ourselves in Greenville, North Carolina. We work here and we help countless families from all over the United States makes the exact decision, and every family's needs, of course, is very different.
And that's why you need to have a strategy when it comes to real estate. So if you're thinking about moving here, we love to stop scrolling. Don't forget to call us in the description, because we're actually always here to help. That's our goal with every call and every client, is we're really here to help you. 15-minute conversation will really kind of help us direct you even more. We can send you the right listing information. We can talk about your budget, your lifestyle, and things that you're looking for that would be the vision of your home and your dreams.
Exactly. In the description below, grab Google Meet with us for 15 minutes. We love to help you. Alan Victoria Pinder, real estate agent in Greenville, Winterville, and Pitt County, North Carolina. And don't forget to watch all of our playlists. We have lots of information about different places in Pitt County, including our place, Greenville and Winterville, North Carolina. And don't forget to subscribe in our channel and leave us a comment. We love to help you, and see you next time.